That's all.
All right, Mr. Coleman.
I'll be brief, Judge. The defendant is here through his own actions, and if that has a negative impact on his licensing, then it's because of his own fault. The state's recommendation is based on the defendant's criminal history and the nature of the offense, the nature of leaving this infant child in a car that reeked of marijuana. And that's really all I have.
If I can just respond briefly, it seems like that obviously he's got to support the family, and that's in the child's interest that he maintain employment, that he's able to support the family. So,
Do you have regular drug testing with your job?
Yes, ma'am.
Studio microphone VO1, high impact hook, midnight to 0:45. Okay, this one's insane. We got two parents standing in court, both charged after leaving their baby in a car that reeked of marijuana. The dad thinks he's walking away with probation, but the judge? She's not impressed. Watch closely, because what starts as a plea for mercy turns into one of the most brutally honest courtroom smackdowns you'll ever see. This judge's patience runs out fast.
Would you pass a test today?
No, ma'am.
Why not?
We're going to get probation, so we're going to stop. We stop last Friday.
So you're on.
what would you be doing?
Marijuana.
It's not that's it, right? It's just not that's it. You have how many prior marijuana?
Studio microphone VO2, 0:45 to 1:20. And here's where the clown show begins. The judge asks a simple question. Would you pass a drug test today? And he just says, no, like it's no big deal. Bro, you're in court for smoking weed with a baby in the car, and you think admitting you failed a test is a good idea? The audacity is off the charts. Viewers, what would you even say if you were the judge right now?
Related offenses. There was marijuana smell with the baby in the car with you and your baby's mother. You're here thinking, yep, she's just going to give me probation, so we'll start a week before. Stop smoking when you shouldn't have been smoking the whole time. Like, that is the craziest thought process.
Studio microphone VO3, 120 to 152. The judge calls it out perfectly. You thought you could just stop a week before court? She's disgusted and honestly, same. Imagine thinking probation is automatic when you're literally high around your own child. This right here is a masterclass in entitlement and poor judgment. The judge doesn't even have to raise her voice. Her tone says it all. You did this to yourself.
I'm not sure what I'm going to do. Have a seat in the jury box and I'll think about it. I'm going to hold the other one for a few minutes. I'll think about it and take care of it in just a minute. Because it's the same issue. He said they did quit a week ago. Miss Allen, come have a seat up here in the jury box as well.
Studio microphone VO4, 2 to 2:45. And now she's coming for the excuses. He keeps talking about needing his job to support his family, but she flips it. If your job's so important, why are you still smoking? Brutal, but she's right. You can't claim family first while making choices that could land you in prison. This is a perfect example of actions louder than words. She's not buying performance for 1 second.
In a test that you would test positive for smoking marijuana after all of the things that I've read and seen in your pre-sentence report. I am willing to follow this probation, but there are going to be some conditions that were not anticipated today. And the only, I want you to know, as I'm saying what those are, it's the only way I'm going to follow the agreement and give you probation. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. I'm going to find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. I am going to give you the opportunity on a deferred probation because I want you to be able to work and provide. So I'm going to defer all proceedings and place you on probation for a period of 5 years. I'm going to order a fine in the amount of $1,000. I'm also going to order that you enter and successfully complete the ISF program, the cognitive track of ISF. That means you're going into custody today. It's a 90-day program that is to help you make a better thinking decision.
Studio microphone VO5, 3 to 410. This is where it gets legally interesting. She actually gives him deferred probation. That means no felony conviction if he behaves. But here's the twist. He's going straight into custody for 90 days of rehab first. The judge isn't just punishing him. She's forcing growth. ISF program, JCDI treatment, 5 years probation. This is her last attempt to turn him around. She's literally saying, I'm giving you your best possible outcome. Don't ruin it.
0 cents. And so the only way that I feel comfortable with you being out on probation and possibly getting your child back is that you go through and get some kind of treatment so that you make better decisions and so that you'll stop smoking marijuana a week before court. Nope, there's no raising your hand. I'm not going. Well, then you'll have to get another one when you get out. And I hate that for you. But that, listen, you stop talking or things could be even worse. Listen, I'm not doing this to you. Y'all.
Studio microphone VO6, 436 to 523. And she says it plain. I didn't do this to you. You did this to yourself. That's the quote of the day. The emotion hits hard here because she's not angry for herself. She's angry for that child who didn't choose any of this. She's laying out real consequences, but also real care. This is what tough love from the bench looks like. Firm, fair, and zero sugarcoating.
Violate any condition of probation, then you're going to be back in court and you're going to be found guilty and you'll be going to prison for up to 2 years. Do you understand? I'm handing you the trial court certification that shows this was an agreement that I followed, and so you've waived your right to appeal. You can go back with the bailiff. So you're Chelsea Allen, and Miss Allen, you were previously in court, entered a plea of guilty to the state jail felony offense of abandoning or endangering a child. I've received a copy of the pre-sentence report. Has everyone had an opportunity to review that report?
Yes, Judge.
I have,
Are there any additions or corrections?
no,
So you went through an outpatient substance abuse treatment just last year, right? And you did that through Spindletop, and you're still smoking marijuana a week before court.
Are you smoking marijuana? Did you smoke marijuana a week ago? Yeah, shut up.
Yes. So based on that, and based on the fact that you've had outpatient treatment and you're smoking marijuana a week before court.
VO7, 602 to 710. Now we switch gears to Chelsea Allen, the baby's mother. She's already done drug treatment last year, but she's back, admitting she smoked again a week before court. The judge literally says, "You've been through treatment and you're still making bad decisions?" It's wild. The honesty earns her a few points, but the judge knows the truth. Honesty means nothing if your actions don't change.
I think to what I have to do into the community and for your child and for you to be successful is to get you more intensive help than what you've already had. So I'm sorry. Listen, I appreciate what y'all are saying, but I didn't get, I did not get you here. I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily, find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. However, I'm going to follow the agreement and defer all proceedings and place you on probation for a period of 5 years. You're ordered to pay that $1,000 fine, and you're ordered to
Yes, Your Honor, my thinking was that perhaps the court's concerns could be addressed in action.
I'm considering something a little bit different for Miss Allen. I know that probably doesn't help a lot financially, but just based on the situation before with Spindletop, just take a breath.
We do have that here.
I know. Take a breath.
Studio microphone VO8, 8 to 910. And here comes emotional gut punch. Chelsea says she's sorry, maybe even homeless, But the judge doesn't let her play victim. I didn't get you here, she says. You did this to yourself. That line hits like a hammer. You can feel the judge trying to save this woman from herself, setting strict rehab, parenting classes, and probation, because she knows if she doesn't, the cycle just continues.
And how irresponsible and how ridiculous the decision was to smoke. What? Well, I mean, you would.
I will.
Well, it's not a matter of y'all leaving each other. It's a matter of you making this, and it may be if that's what makes you make better decisions, right? So if you have, hang on, listen to me, all right? If you are feeling pressure to make decisions and to smoke and these decisions that make no sense, then you have to do at this point what's right for you, because you, regardless of what happens to him, are looking at going to prison for making those decisions. Whether you feel pressure for them, whether you make them on your own, it's time for you to take that personal responsibility and do what's best for you and your child that you don't even have right now, and that you're not going to get if you keep making these bad decisions, right? All right, so here's what I'm going to do, Chelsea. I'm going to order as a condition of your probation that you enter and successfully complete the JCDI program or the Spinaltop ATAR program, the drug program through Spinaltop. Whichever one probation feels is more appropriate, then that's what you're going to be ordered to do. Those are outpatient programs. That means you can be out. You can try to salvage whatever you can without his income for a few months, and you can make some decisions on what's best for you, right? And you can make those decisions without any pressure. Okay. So this is your opportunity. You're not going to get it again. Do you understand? So if you violate this probation, you're going to be back in here. I'm going to remember, because y'all been, unfortunately for certain people, I don't always remember things, and they can tell you that. When I do remember, it's usually not a good thing, right? Because I remember I either gave you some opportunity.
Studio microphone VO9, 9:20 to 11:30. This moment's heartbreaking and powerful. The judge tells her, you need to take personal responsibility for you and your child you don't even have right now. She's giving Chelsea a lifeline, outpatient rehab, parenting classes, supervised visits, and a chance to prove she can be a mom again. Legally, that's rare compassion. Emotionally, it's raw truth. This is her last shot. You can tell the judge wants her to win, but she's not betting on it.
For the visitation for our child is that we are supposed to visit him every Sunday from 1 to 5.
So y'all have some family court orders already?
Yes.
Is that through CPS and the family court, or just CPS?
I believe it's through the family court.
Okay.
They told us when our case got closed that they were waiting for the judge to sign off on the agreement we made for visitations.
Okay.
And
So here's the thing. I'm fine with visitation, but it's not going to be unsupervised until I make sure that you get.
Allowed to be.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. That's okay. So if you get to a point in the family law matter where they start allowing unsupervised visitation, you need to talk to your probation officer about that so that I can then modify if I feel like it's appropriate and you've done everything you're supposed to on probation, because you have to have my permission to have unsupervised visitation with the child as well. So not just them, but me too. And that's going to depend on how you're doing in JCDI or through the Spinaltop mental health and substance abuse services. If you're doing everything you're supposed to, you're following all those rules, you've done everything through CPS and family court, then I want you to get your child back. I want you to have those visitations and be working towards that. It's only going to happen if I feel like you're doing everything you're supposed to. All right. So this was an agreement. I followed it. You've waived your right to appeal. I'm going to hand you the trial court certification that shows this was that agreement, and so you have waived it. Anything else, Mr. Coleman?
No.
Okay. So again, Ms. Allen, I want you to take advantage of this opportunity, right? You make decisions. There's going to be, I'm sure he's very upset But you need to make decisions for yourself right now with the opportunity that you're being given. Okay?
Yes.
All right. Have a seat, probation. I'll talk to you when she's ready.
Just the no unsupervised contact with your child or all children, I mean, one child or all children,
Just put all.
if it all takes two.
Yes.
Studio microphone VO10, final wrap up plus CTA, 11:30, end. So here's how it ends. Both parents get 5 years deferred probation, rehab, parenting classes, and strict supervision. No prison time. But one wrong move, and they're done. The judge practically begs them to use this chance to rebuild their lives for their child's sake. And honestly, this whole case is wild. From weed smoke and excuses to one judge trying to save a family from themselves. What do you think? Was the judge too lenient or perfectly balanced? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you love these real courtroom breakdowns, hit like and subscribe. We've got more real justice and chaos coming your way.